Inspiration's a funny thing. You know, you never know where it's going to come from or when. And in the case of this particular project, it actually came out of desperation, honestly. It was around June 3rd, 2022. I was deep in post-production on our fan film Star Wars Fallen Jedi. And as excited as I was that we were going to finally release it and everyone was going to be able to see it, there was this little tinge of sadness because I knew I wasn't going to be able to work on it anymore. I'd spent 3 years of my life making this thing, and now it was going to be over. So I knew I wanted to make another film. Now I just needed an idea. Before I even saw Star Wars as a kid, the films I loved the most were the old Swashbuckling Adventure films. Seahawks with Errol Flynn, The Mark of Zorro with Tyrone Power and Basil Rathbone, Three Musketeers with Gene Kelly. I just really loved fencing. I watched the old Guy Williams Zorro TV show on Disney Channel back when I was a kid. Loved the Antonio Banderas Zorro. That's been a huge influence on this particular film project. And so I knew, okay, I want to do something with this swashbuckling adventure thing. But I was thinking, how can I make it interesting? It can't just be a period piece. But then I remembered that my buddy Micah loves monster movies.
As long as I can remember back in my childhood, I've always loved monsters. Even as a kid, I thought, man, it would be cool if you could have the best of both worlds. You know, like a movie that would incorporate monsters, but also have some of that swashbuckling adventure. I've always wanted to play a vampire, so, you know, what we're doing with this project is kind of a dream come true.
And that was the idea I was looking for, combining the gothic mood and atmosphere of the old Universal monster films with the other big genre that was popular in theaters at the time in the 1930s and 40s, which was the swashbuckling adventure film. And once I hit onto that idea, I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be really fun.
I've enjoyed working on something more original. And we had, with Fallen Jedi, we had sort of that world that George Lucas created to kind of fall back on. But in this project, we didn't have that. It's a whole new original thing. Not totally original because we're not, inventing vampires or anything, but as far as the characters go and the world, it's kind of all ours. And so that's been another aspect that I've enjoyed.
Anyone who knows me knows capes and sword fights. Those are like my two favorite things, basically. So, of course, there had to be a sword fight in this film. Errol Flynn always does this, move when he's fighting, so it's like, okay, we gotta have that in there at least once. There's, moments okay, you can see their shadows on the wall as they're fighting, so it's like, we gotta see our shadows on the wall at some point while we're fighting.
I never thought I could learn this stuff. I never thought I could learn choreography until we did the Star Wars fan film, and so that kind of whet my appetite a little bit for sword choreography. So, but this is a whole new style, and I wasn't quite sure I could pull it off, because it's much faster and it's all one-handed.
There's even this sword move in The Court Jester that Danny Kaye does. It's like a real quick little flourish that I always thought was the coolest thing as a kid, so, I admit it, I stole it, and I gave it to my character so I can look cool. The Avenger of Blood is a gothic swashbuckling adventure. This short film tells the story of Dante Legato, a member of a secret brotherhood that hunt the dark creatures that hunt men. We're very passionate and excited about this project, but we still need your help to make it a reality. We have a few odds and ends in terms of costuming and props that we still need to purchase. If you'd like to support what we're doing here, donate to our PayPal. Everyone who does will have their name listed on the end credits of the film. Now before we go, I'd like to give you a little sneak peek of what we're working on, just so you can get a feel of the flavor of this film. So thank you for watching, thank you for your support, and I hope you enjoy this small preview of The Avenger of Blood.
ago, a darkness spread across the face of the earth. An ancient evil, full of malice, with an unquenching thirst for innocent blood. Spreading like a plague, he took the form of mist, bats, wolves, and even walked the face of the earth like a living man, though he'd been dead for centuries. Tonight, under a hunter's moon, the fate of many hang in the balance, for there is only one who could stand against him.